What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now this is going to be my non-meta monster build. You can use this in PvP or PvE. Now this thing will melt anything and everything in its path. The TTK from this build is so fast that some agents just can't even react before they're already down and dead. I'm about to just go ahead and show you guys some footage of me doing that and me face tanking some true patriots and taking out some true patriots that have some insane damage. So if that all sounds good, then yeah, let's go ahead and roll that footage.
Lies. Agent down. Rogue hive detected. Now detecting contaminated gear.
Only one left, Agent. Don't give in. I'm sending you a specialization supply drop. The rogues have run out of reinforcements. You can win this. Supply drop is being claimed by the enemy. Friendly claiming the supply drop.
Assistance. Vital signs critical. Agent down. Agent killed. Boost about to come online. Boost now active. Rogue fixer drone detected. Rogue stinger hive detected. System disrupted. System restored. System disrupted. System restored. Agent down.
Defeat the enemy before your reinforcements are spent.
Rogue seeker mine detected. Rogue defender drone detected. Agent down. The boost is being taken by allies. Boost has been taken by allies. An agent needs assistance.
And welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed that gameplay. As you can see, this thing melts everything. So shout out to the Disciples of Doom, and let's get into the build. So this is going to be a Striker SMG build. I'm sure you guys have already seen that from the gameplay I just showed you. There's a lot of things working in here and a lot of different procs that coexist with each other. So this is actually a really fun build to use. I hope you guys enjoy it, but let's go ahead and explain it. Starting off with the specialization, I am using the Gunner specialization. Reason being is everyone and their mom is either running True Patriot tank builds or they're running Efficient with that Firewall medkit. basically making them tanks as well. So what I do to counter that, because I'm not using efficient, I'm not using a tank build, so the next best thing is to use the gunner specialization with that armor kit, because that armor kit gives you an additional 50% armor for 10 seconds, and that's bonus armor. So while I'm face tanking, if I were to pop my med kit, I'd have somewhere around 1,000,000 armor while doing so. That, and you do get armor on kill, so that is pretty nice. Now, as far as the weapons are concerned, I'm using SMG with an AR and a double barrel sawed-off. SMG is the Grudge. Go ahead and look at it. This is the named Banshee. Has 107.2k base damage with 1,035 RPMs and 52 round magazine. This one has 15% SMG damage, 17 crit chance, and 9% damage to targets out of cover. So this can get better. It's all based off of your RNG. Now, what makes the Grudge so special is it comes with Perfect Vindictive. So killing an enemy with a status effect applied grants you and your ally 20 meters, 18% crit chance, and 18% crit damage for 20 seconds. So if you're in PvP and you kill one person real quick, then the next one, they're just going to start falling like dominoes. It's a lot of fun. Now, as far as the mods, I am running the Russian red dot for the optic, extended mag for the magazine, laser pointer for the underbarrel, and the suppressor, Osprey suppressor. So crit chance, 20 rounds, and more crit damage. Go to my secondary. It is the Eagle Bearer. This one's at 109.8k base with 14% AR damage, 20% health damage, and 10% headshot damage. We all know what the Eagle Bearer does. If you don't have one, just go do the Dark Hours raid on normal and you will have a chance to get one. And my sidearm is the backup boomstick. This one has 1.3 million total damage with 16 shotgun damage and 12 damage to armor. Also has reload speed. Pretty cool. Alright, so as far as the build goes, this is a 4-piece striker set with 1-piece Sokolov and 1-piece Seska. Let's talk about the gear set bonuses before we get into the actual build. So for striker, the gear set bonuses are as so. 2 pieces give you 15% weapon damage, 3 pieces give you 15% rate of fire, and 4 pieces gives you that striker's gamble. Weapon hits apply your total weapon damage by 0.5% and it stacks up to 50 times. You'll lose a stack every second, and you'll lose 3 stacks if you miss the target. So we're not using the chest piece or the backpack for this because we don't need 100 stacks. We're not working for that. The only thing we are doing with this is that when they want to face tank you and they're tanky, the more they face tank you, the more damage you're going to end up doing because you're getting your striker procs as you're shooting them. Really cool. So the more you shoot the target, the more your stacks go up, the more weapon damage you get. And it's amplified, so yeah, it's a lot of damage. With that, let's go ahead and look at the items. This is the Striker's Mask. Core attribute, weapon damage at 15%. And it came with 9.1 hazard protection. It has a red mod slot, so I threw on there 5.4% crit chance. Go to the backpack. This is the Seska backpack. So Seska brand set bonus, we get 10% crit chance. The core attribute is weapon damage at 15%. Normal attributes, you have crit damage at 12%, skill haste at 11.1%, and then it has a blue mod slot, so I threw on there some bleed resistance at 9.4%. Because I don't know about you guys, but especially in PvP, there's a lot of striker hives, or stinger hives, and explosive seekers. So bleed is actually quite viable. This one comes with the talent Creeping Death. So when you apply a status effect, it also is applied to all enemies within 8 meters of that target. And you can do that every 15 seconds. So kind of think about that like Pred 2.0. If I shoot them and they bleed, then everyone around them bleeds as well. Really cool. This did get reworked for Title Update 9, and the cooldown is now 15 seconds. So this will do some work. Go down to the gloves. Striker's gloves. Core attribute is weapon damage at 15%, and then it came with crit damage at 8.9%. Going to the chest piece, Sokolov chest piece. Sokolov brand set bonus, we get 10% SMG damage. Core attribute, weapon damage at 15%. Normal attributes, we have crit hit chance, status effects, and then the red mod slot, I threw more crit hit chance on there. Now, I want to get straight to this talent because this works with the backpack very nicely. So this is Trauma. Trauma is a chest piece talent, and if you shoot an enemy in the head, it applies a blind effect, cooldown 30 seconds. And if you shoot a person in the chest, they bleed for 30 seconds. So what I do with my SMG, and you guys saw it in the gameplay, I try to aim for their body because their body is a bigger piece of mass and you can do some good damage. And with that, I am applying that bleed. So that bleed from Trauma coexists with this talent, Creeping Death. So when I apply that bleed, it applies that bleed to everyone within 8 meters of them. Not only that, but those are status effects which go with my Perfect Vindictive, so that when I kill them, they're still on a status effect, and then everyone, including myself, will get that crit chance and crit damage from my Perfect Vindictive. It's really nice, I'm telling you right now, really nice. Alright, holster, Striker's holster. Core attribute, weapon damage at 15%, and normal attribute, headshot damage at 8.7%. And finally, Striker's knee pads, core attribute, weapon damage at 15%, and normal attribute, crit hit chance at 4.4%. Now the skills, I'm running Defender Drone. That just helps. I mean, you can use whatever you want. But then I also use the Booster Hive. Now the Booster Hive was reworded for Title Update 9. And I'm not sure a lot of you guys have read what the Booster Hive does. So if you just look at the top right of your screen, it says this Booster Hive delivers a stimulant to nearby allies that increases their weapon damage and handling. Weapon damage and handling. So when I pop down my Booster Hive, it's not going to give me that speed like it used to. However, what it does do is it gives me weapon damage, which, wink wink, nudge nudge, goes exactly with what I need with this build, more damage. Because this build is to destroy all those tank builds. It's to be the non-meta killer or something like that. You know what I mean? Non-meta monster. But alright, so that's why I use the Booster Hive. And then Defender Drone, it just helps just in general. Alright, let's finish up with the stat sheet. Alright, stat sheet, weapon talents, Perfect Vindictive, Eagle Strike, Tenacity, and all that other good stuff. The weapon stat sheet for my Grudge, 107,187 weapon damage. Drops down to 47,162 in PvP. 59.1% crit chance with 50 crit damage and 58.7 headshot damage. Go down to the offensive tab. I have 100% on the dot, all weapons damage, and 40% SMG damage for 140% total damage bonus. For the gear talents, I have Creeping Death, Trauma, and then of course I am using the Striker's gear set bonus. For my defensive tab, 696,975 armor. I get 69,697 armor on kill. 278,250 max health. 50% pulse resistance, and 14.5% hazard. I do have 23.9% bleed resistance. Let's see. Dropping down to the skills, I have 14.7 skill haste. And I think that's about it for you guys. So, alright. So this is my non-meta monster build. This thing will outclass a tanky True Patriot. This will outclass the Pestilence. This will basically melt anything in your path. The TTK with this build is so quick that they can't even react. It's a lot of fun, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget, hit that like, support. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. I am Kamikazevondoom, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.